All right, so we were wrong about the Eagles game. I mean, I'm still standing by that pick. They just gave the public and the pro betters a bone. They threw you guys a bone because if you look at the bets, the pro betters were 81% on the Eagles and the public were 60% on them. So and the money line, everyone took the money line and the over under. So that's an anomaly. That doesn't happen like that. Usually, the Vegas and the league will just take your money on that situation. So I'm like, I'll stand by that. Like I was wrong. It happens sometimes, whatever. But this time with the Bengals game, I knew it was too good to be true. 63% of the public were on the Bengals, 54% of Vegas and pro bettors were on the Bengals as well. And as for the Chiefs, I just knew it was just too easy to say they were going to lose. Mahomes was hurt. Kelsey may not play. You got this problem, that problem. It was just too easy to just count them out. They're already 3 down on them. Like, I just knew there was just no way, man. They were going to make it a nail biter, and then at the end of the game, let them win. You have that stupid defender over there just knocking him off his head. Like, it's 3rd and 4. He runs, he gets the first down. Okay, let him get the first. You're still okay. They're at, like, the 50-yard line or maybe even further back. This dude hits him and then gives him another 15 yards with the penalty. It's 1st down now at their 35 or something, or 30. So now you basically just lost the game for your team. Like, he didn't have to hit the quarterback like that. He could have just let him go. He got the first. Now you play another play on defense. But that's not real football. You wouldn't do that in a real game. You would never see that happen. Stuff like that only happens in the NFL. Like, if you, like, say I'm that guy and I know there's freaking 6 seconds left or whatever it was, and Mahomes is running for a first and going out of bounds, I'm just going to let him go. I'm not going to hit him. What is that going to do? You know what I mean? I know it's going to be a penalty. It's not like if I cause a fumble, I can get it. It's out of bounds. So I just don't understand the thinking. There is no logic in it. He was told to do that. That play was scripted. You can tell. He just rolled out. They let him, the defensive end crashed inside, let him run out. And then the linebacker, it's almost like they practiced doing that. And it's like, oh, here we go. Let him run it. Get the first. The guy came out of nowhere and then hit him, even though he took like 3 steps out of bounds. It wasn't even close. So that one was just crazy. I thought my pick was going to be wrong. There were a few times where I thought I guess the Chiefs were giving it up. The one time where Mahomes threw the ball but didn't and lost it. Oh my God! Right there, they were up a touchdown and driving, and then just basically gave the ball back. I thought that's when the game was over, and they were going to let the Bengals come back. But other than that, I was pretty confident in my pick. Because I just knew, like, there's no way they're going to let him win 4 times. It's too easy to pick the Bengals. And I guess we got ourselves a Bengals-Eagles. But the whole time, don't forget, guys, I was always saying the Eagles are a better team than the Niners. But I feel like the script was for the Niners, but I was wrong. Shanahan just laid his players down. His game plan sucked. His team sucked. Everything sucked about the Niners, man. Except for McCaffrey, but no one really tried to tackle him. That's another story for another day. But that game was scripted, man. You're telling me Brock Purdy can't throw the ball, but we're watching him throw warm-ups on the sideline, and then right when he gets on the field, he's not able to throw the ball. That's what they want you to believe. It's probably because Purdy didn't want to throw the game, and he wasn't going to, so they told him you either fake an injury or what. I don't even want to, like, go through what they probably said to him, but they probably just had him pretend to be injured because they need him to lose. It's just ridiculous, man. And then KC, you have Mahomes. They had that game. There were a lot of times where I'm thinking, this is Jordan in the flu game. They had a lot of shots. They emphasized watching him while he's limping, and oh my God, he's so heroic. Like, come on, man. It's just so fake. It's clearly a story. So it's clearly going to be. Well, I don't want to say clearly because there's a couple of stories that can be out of this. It could be, oh, Mahomes, he's triumphant. He's overcoming the injury and all these players injured on his team. He's doing it, putting the team on his back. Oh, my God. Right? It's that. Or it's just the Eagles are just so dominant on defense, so dominant on offense, you just can't stop them. Like, that's just what it's going to be. Because if you look at the Eagles and the Chiefs, the Eagles are the better team. just football talk, strictly football, the Eagles are better than the Chiefs. But the Chiefs have a better quarterback and a more experienced coach. So that's what they have. Like we clearly the Eagles defense is better than the Chiefs. It's not even close. And the offense, I mean, we can talk about it till the cows come home. They're like you got two good quarterbacks going at it. Jalen Hurts was 16-1, so I think it's time we give him his flowers. Like I haven't given him his flowers all year because I still can't get over that playoff game last year with Tom Brady where he clearly threw that game. I did a breakdown on that. Go check that out too. Like he literally was just throwing the ball to the other team. If you look at Jalen Hurts in that playoff game now and compare it, you'll notice he was throwing that game. He doesn't play like that. He was purposely throwing picks, purposely just not playing properly. Like you can tell he was told to lose to Tom Brady that game. It was sickening to watch, and I knew it right away. But I don't want to. It's a new year, and it looks like they're scripting him to do better. If he doesn't play well in the Super Bowl, then you know they scripted him to lose. Because there's no way you go 16-1 and play well in every game but one game. Even in the game they lost, he played well. So you're not going to tell me now all of a sudden he doesn't play well in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs defense that's middle of the road. So I'm just not buying that. Like if it's real football, we know the Eagles are better. Like that front seven, that front four even is just monstrous. They just keep coming at you. They have four starters that can start on anybody's team, and they have backups that can come in there and make some noise. So it's gonna be tough. Mahomes, if he doesn't heal that ankle, which I think it will be healed in 2 weeks. High ankle sprains take like 3 weeks to a month to heal. That's from experience. So I think he'll be fine by the Super Bowl. He'll be able to run around and do what he does. So I think we're gonna see the real Mahomes then, because they're gonna need it. Because if he can't run around, and he's not gonna be able to get away from these Eagles guys. This ain't the Bengals. The Eagles are not the Bengals. Like those guys are coming after you, and they got speed. Hassan Riddick is not the biggest guy, but he's got speed and finesse, so he's coming at you. So it's not going to be like the Bengals. He needs to be able to move around and get around. If he can run around and get away, I think they'll be okay. But if he can't get away and his line fails him, and it's like that Super Bowl against the Buccaneers, he's going to lose. So it's going to come down to the O-line. If they can't block him, he's going to lose. Believe me on that. But if they can, and he's healthy, he's got all his guys, there's a chance. Believe me when I tell you. But other than that, this game was completely and utterly rigged. It was meant for us to be glued to the television. And I just knew they'd go against the public and the pro bettors this time. I thought they'd do it both games. I was wrong. They did it last week. They went against the bettors last week, all 4 games. This week it was 1 for 2. They gave you guys a bone, or whoever betted on that, or for the Eagles. Other than that, we'll see what happens with the Super Bowl. That's their last money grab, so they're gonna definitely grift on that game. We'll see what happens. But as of right now, I'm saying the Eagles are the better team, but the Chiefs are the better quarterback, and we'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.